What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, I've still been grinding off camera. Came level 31. I'm working my way up. I know that there's a new story mode, but I had to make a video on the new towers that was just released because holy shamoly, MIHAWK is broken. He is so good. He is probably the best tower in the game now, and I personally got him. I got him up to level 58. The man is so broken, but he's super expensive, so I guess it makes up for it. And I really wanted to show him off because I wanted to show people pretty much the new S plus tower. He's extremely good, and I just want you to know that he's probably going to be used in infinite mode. He's not as viable in story mode because if you're soloing, that is, because you just don't make enough to really be able to do him. But he's still like pretty good, and if you manage your money well, you can probably still do really good with him. But I'm gonna go in infinite mode, and I want to use MIHAWK. I also got NEZUKO as well. She actually got a nerf already, and she was just released today. But she does insane amount of damage, but the only downside is she only deals damage to people that are bleeding. Now, I don't really have Dio, so I don't really have a bleeding tower, so I got myself Kaneki to make up for it. But I won't be using probably Kaneki or Nezuko till higher rounds, but I do want to use Aaron. I just want to show off pretty much the towers. I'm obviously going to have Balma to make the money, but the main concern is MIHAWK because he is so good, and I really want to show him off. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe if you guys are new. This guy's gonna come join me, I guess. I don't really care if he joins. Again, my main goal is to just show off MIHAWK and obviously Nezuko. I really want to try Nezuko because I haven't tried her yet. I actually just got her, so I'm hoping that she's good. Now, I don't know who this guy is who joined me, so I'm hoping he plays some towers off, so maybe I can do Balmas right away. Either way, I'm gonna place my Balma because Balma. So he's not in the game yet, and some units are coming. I might get... Oh, there he is. Howdy, buddy. Okay, well, I'm just gonna join a new game because I'm pretty sure that man just kind of went AFK. He placed down a kid Naruto and then just went AFK, so we're just gonna try it again, but I want to do it solo. I don't really know why the guy joined, but all right, so I'm about to place a Nezuko. So now all bleeding enemies, and this is all bleeding enemies, get attacked for 100 damage every 4 seconds. So as long as they are bleeding, which I should probably actually upgrade my Kaneki there because then they can actually attack a powerful enemy. And I guess Nezuko also can't attack powerful, so I guess for right now, she can only attack the people that aren't powerful, but we're slowly building up our Balma farms, as usual, kind of what you should do. Got a bunch of errands, obviously got Kanekis, because these are the only towers I have that currently do bleed, and I'm obviously going to be saving so we can get a MIHAWK. I'm hoping, I don't remember when air units come, and I'm kind of scared for when they do come, so I might not purchase anything else right now. I might just grind for MIHAWK at the moment, because as soon as we get him, it's going to get significantly easier, but we should see a lot of deaths here now. Nezuko honestly clears these guys no problem once people are bleeding. I'm actually going to sell a couple of these errands because I don't actually need them. Now that we have Nezuko, honestly, this is significantly easier. Pretty much an instant kill as long as they are bleeding. For some reason... No, there we go. Never mind. I don't know how much money we're going to get from our Balmas. Probably not enough. Ooh, we actually do have enough. Okay, so I'm going to place my first MIHAWK back here. And the reason why I'm going to go back here is because I want him to use his range maximum. Because when he is completely upgraded, he will be able to pretty much... Actually, he will be able to attack this entire map. So this is a perfect spot for him. Back here is also a fantastic spot for them. But don't do that until you obviously have the money to do it. So I wouldn't do it until you get a little bit higher up. But yes, if you do have Dio or you have somebody that deals bleed damage, then Nezuko is a very good clear. She just does so much damage and is AoE. So it's all enemies that are bleeding. It kind of makes up for the solo unit attacks. Like, since Kaneki can only attack solo units, the Nezuko kind of makes up for that. And then obviously we have MIHAWK, who just does 157 damage every 4 seconds in a straight line. Incredibly good. He is super good. I'm going to keep him on first right now just because I don't have his range really high at the moment. So the only downside to this build is the fact that it's super expensive. Nezuko by herself is 900. You need multiple Kanekis to do bleed damage because one of them just doesn't do enough because he attacks every 4 seconds. So that's super expensive. Nezuko is 900, and then obviously MIHAWK is 3,500. Incredibly pricey, so they are late games, and this is why I say that this build is pretty good for late game but is pretty bad for like story and early game. So as long as you kind of have Aaron to make up for early games, then you're pretty much set. I feel like if you had a pretty good build with a teammate, if somebody had Dio and then you also had somebody else who does bleed, like maybe like Toga, make sure you have a Nezuko to make up for the bleed. It actually makes bleeding units better for endgame. And I think that's what she's kind of made for, because bleeding units, like Toga and them, they are fantastic, but kind of in the late game, they don't do super hot because they just don't deal enough damage. So Nezuko kind of makes up for them being slightly useless later game. And then it obviously just makes it way better because Nezuko makes it more of a support. Like even this, MIHAWK is the one doing all of this damage. He's literally clearing out this lane by himself at tier 1, I should mention, from this far away. He's so good. The fact that he can just attack every 4 seconds and it's an AoE line is super good. And he only gets better. The downside, of course, is his upgrade. It costs so much to upgrade him, but this is why he is a great end game tower. I don't think I'm kind of debating on how far I will make it with this build. My Kanekis aren't super high level, and my Nezuko is also base. She's level 1, so I don't actually know how well I'm going to do in this run, but obviously I'm going to do my best. There we go. So I did upgrade MIHAWK one more time, so now his area is even bigger now. Only just to get kind of these units as well, and there's also a cloner there, so I do have to be semi-careful here. But he's just way too good. I'm still going to keep him on first here. Actually, you know, once these air units go away, I'm gonna move him on last. There we go. So I'm gonna keep him on last. He does have a higher range now, so he should be able to make up for it. We're still only on wave 14, so we still have a lot to go at the moment. And this shows that you can get a pretty good build solo with this, but again, it's so pricey that you have to run with Balmas and you have to be very careful with what you do. So again, I don't see MIHAWK being good unless you're playing duos and you're just spamming Balmas early game. And you have a partner that can solo most things till, like, you know, you get to round 10-ish, then you might be able to put down a lot of MIHAWKs. I'm pretty sure if you went full Balma and you had a teammate, you might be able to get all 8 MIHAWKs by round 13. I'm pretty sure if you went strictly Balma farming, then I'm pretty sure then you can get it. But again, you'd have to have a pretty skilled duo partner who has pretty good towers to make up for those rounds. So just be careful with what you're doing. You know, he's a great tower, but he's not that good for story mode, at least. He's just a super duper expensive. The only way you're ever going to use him is with Balma. I don't ever see him being used without any money farm at all. So make sure you are running Balma, or else he's pretty trash. And this is why I say that between Broly and MIHAWK, they are pretty much on even grounds, because Broly is more viable in more scenarios, but MIHAWK is good if you can get him down. Even tier 1, he pretty much clutches a lot because his AoE is just so good, and he attacks every 4 seconds. Okay, we almost have max Balmas by wave 17, which is roughly when most people get their Balmas maxed out. I don't know if that's a me thing, but I always get my Balmas usually maxed around wave 16 to 19. I don't know why, but that's just how it goes. Let me know when you usually max out your Balmas. There we go. Okay, so MIHAWK is now completely upgraded. Being level 58, he does 573 damage every 3 seconds with the range of pretty much the entire map. He can attack people all the way back here, which is near the front. Or near the back, wherever you want to say. And he's near the front of the map. The range is incredible at 573 damage every 3 seconds in an AoE line. This is where MIHAWK becomes broken. I don't have to worry about any of my other towers right now. MIHAWK will take care of everything, and I can pretty much just sit back and relax. I'm obviously going to upgrade my units, but I can now start getting other MIHAWK skin. I'm trying to find a good strat for Nezuko because I just don't see any other way of her being that good. because she has to attack somebody that is bleeding. So this might be the best way of using her, because she's gonna. I just realized she's doing 450 damage, so she's pretty much instant killing a lot of people. While we have MIHAWK also doing damage, she attacks every 4 seconds, and we have almost everybody's probably going to be bleeding. And if you have multiple of Nezukos, I just realized if you have multiple Nezukos, there you go. That's 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage every 4 seconds. Oh, not enough? Okay. Well, let me add another one. 1,500 damage every 4 seconds on all mobs that are bleeding. Just realized how broken Nezuko is, and we're prepping. And by the way, no mobs have gotten past my MIHAWKs in the past couple waves. Okay, so if I do math, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So she's going to be doing 3,500 damage every 4 seconds on all mobs in the area. Granted, not every single mob is going to be affected by bleeding, but a good chunk of them are going to be affected by bleeding. You know, it's hard because I want to add more people. I'm gonna sell these two actually, and then I'm gonna put them over here. I just think it's gonna be more viable for more things to be bleeding off the bat, because you want as much damage as you can. So we'll have these two Kanekis for any strays in the background. My Nezuko is also only level 1, so keep that into mind. She's not fully upgraded or leveled up. We have one more Hawk that we can put down. I'm debating if I want to put him here or if I want to put him back here, just for any strays, just in case. I know that we have this one that can also attack all the way back there, and I mean, these ones can also kind of attack back there. Now, if I did have a level 50 tower, I think I would probably add a Dio, again, to add bleed, as well as time stop. So if you do want a full complete build, I would probably suggest Toga, a fully upgraded Toga instead of Kaneki, so I'd swap them out. I just don't have Toga, so I can't personally use her, but I would switch my Kaneki out for Toga, and then for the other the last tower, I would have a Dio. That way you can get more bleed on characters, and your Nezuko can be used more. And of course you can use time stop, because time stop comes in so clutch in these games. So I would say that that would be the complete build for this. Again, I just don't have those towers. Maybe if I get those towers, I'll remake a video and see how far I can get with them, because I am pretty curious to see how well Nezuko deals with the bleeding. No mobs have gotten this far yet, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm hoping it's going to be good. All right, there we go. We have max troops. Every troop is leveled up to the max, and we're on wave 34. There's nothing else I can do now. Obviously, I can fix my placements eventually. You know, I forgot that Kaneki also is an AoE, so I guess we don't really need him back here. I'm going to keep one back there because there's always going to be some strays, so I will keep that in mind. I just forgot that Kaneki had an AoE, so I guess that makes more sense. Again, I'm going to keep one back here just in case. You know, I think something that they should add in this game is... You know how there's like abilities in the game? I think that they should have like an ability scroll. So like over here, we'll have all the abilities of each unit that you have. And then they should also make it where it shows each unit and how much damage they've done. That'd be really cool. Kind of like a statistics thing. So we're definitely going to make it up to wave 40 with this build. At least we should make it up to wave 40. MIHAWK is like the clutch. Like if it wasn't for MIHAWK, this build wouldn't really be that viable. I want to try doing this without doing the errand spam. I just kind of find it a little bit cheap, so I don't really like using it. So let's just say if it were to get patched, this would be how it would work, obviously. So units are now at 20k health. 20,000 health. So even these strays that are running loose, they're still going to be attacked by MIHAWK. So just letting you know. Like, that is insane. This is so far. I'm hoping we'll actually make this. Oh, we actually might not make this. Oh, and I think we're about to lose. Yeah. You know, not too bad. We did make it up to 39. I feel like I would have done better, obviously, if I had another tower, because I would have had Jotaro or Dio, so I would be able to freeze. So do keep that in mind that you would have a freeze. And I wish I had a Toga. I don't know. Kaneki actually kind of seems really good now with the AoE. He kind of does pretty good damage. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the new pretty much SS plus tier tower. He's so good. He's incredibly good. He's got to be probably the best tower in the game now. He just does so much damage, and he clutches the game. Kind of just like a showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.